Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you about finding the inverse. So in the comments, I'm going to have the link to this whiteboard. This is the steps of how I found the inverse of a problem with a fraction. I'm not going to talk you through that, but if you want to see it, look at the steps. But what I want to show you is how to compose the inverse, the function. So here's our function, 3x plus 4 over x minus 5. And then our inverse of that is 4 plus 5x over x minus 3. So I'm going to just start by writing this is what we're solving for. This is our function. And we're going to replace both x's with that inverse function I showed you at the bottom. So this whole x right here becomes that inverse and this one as well. So I'm going to take this 3 right here and write it as a fraction as 3 over 1. And so now I have the exact same thing. I just have 3 over 1 times everything we had before. And now I'm going to distribute the 3 and the 1. And the 1 doesn't do anything because it's a 1. So 3 times 4 gives you 12, and 3 times 5x gives you 15x. And everything else here is the same as the previous line. Now I'm going to multiply 4 times x minus 3 over x minus 3 because that's the denominator right here. And we want to add these, and they need to have the same denominator to add. So x minus 3 over x minus 3 is the same as 1. And we're going to assume that this is 4 over 1. And now we're going to distribute the 4. And we distribute the 1 as well, but that doesn't change anything. So now 4 times x gives you 4x, and 4 times 3 gives us 12. And now that we have the same denominator, and we can add the numerators. So we take this 12 plus 15x and 4x minus 12. So in this case, the 12s cancel. And so now we're left with 15x plus 4. We're going to add those together to get 19x. And now we're going to do that same process with the bottom of the fraction. We're going to multiply this -5, which we're going to assume is 5 over 1, times x minus 3 over x minus 3, because that's 1. So we'll distribute the 5. So 5 times x is 15. 5 times -3 is -15. And now we can subtract. We need to make sure that we distribute the negative sign as well. So this negative right here needs to go to both of these values. So then we get a -5x, and the -15 changes to a positive because of the distributing of the negative. And now we can add those and subtract. So here we have a positive 5x and a negative 5x. So those cancel. And then 4 and 15 give us a 19. So we have the 4 and the 15 over here. So we have a 19 on the bottom. And now we're going to do regular fraction division, which means we take the first fraction and just copy it down as it was before, change the division or fraction bar to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. And we know that 19 divided by 19 is 1, and the quantity x minus 3 cancel, and so all we're left with is x. And that not only is the answer to the function composition, but it also shows that they're inverse functions. Anytime you compose two functions and you get an x, they're inverses. Thank you.